Okay. The new power setup is working. We have proper refinement now of metals. I just need to be building up my backup power. We need some alternative sources in case it's necessary. And I have about 300 tons of coal. Not bad. I think that will probably suffice. So, this should be a relatively straightforward thing to do. I definitely want to refine some of this as well to not make it so ugly. Either way, these rooms are kind of tiny. I've only made these 3 squares high. I don't really remember why, but I guess I was trying to save some space. I would like to have, like, a backup power system for coal if it's, like, a complete necessity. And it shouldn't really be a necessity, but just in case, you know? Hey, Dark Rat! Thank you very much. Casual 10 gift subs. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put down some coal generators. And then I want to make sure that we have storage here as well. Now, does this require its own battery? I'm trying to think. How do I actually make it so that this is only going to be turned on when this resource over here is no longer used up? So I guess if I run this on a separate smart battery. So these are turned on. Like, say I set these batteries up at 20%. If I now set up another battery that is attached to the same loop, and I have those only turn on, like I make one more over here, and that one only gets turned on at, say, 10%? Should that work? I think that should do the trick, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now, how do I connect these in? Do I just dump them onto the big wire? I guess the big wire would make the most sense, right? And then we'll set up some storage containers over here, and that's it. Yeah, so it's now gonna be looped in, and I'll set the threshold to a lower level, so it should never kick in until I run out, which is a problem. If that happens, it's a problem. Ooh, an auto sweeper to feed them would be really nice. The only problem is the height of the rooms. I could sort that out, I suppose. Just bump it up one? It's not that easy, because then it's no longer lining up. You guys think it's so easy. Just bump it up one floor. That doesn't compute, man. I don't... Maybe I'm the weirdo here. I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. I should probably just bump it up. You can bump up 2 levels by 1 tile and it will line up again. Yeah, the problem is that this over here is not lined up as it is anyways. So maybe I should just think about this for a little bit. What about I just run it over here instead, and then we have the room size, the correct size too. That would probably be the better way of doing it. Just delete your base. Ah, yeah, smart, thank you. This over here is an asymmetrical setup anyways, because of the way that the natural gas generator over here works. So I guess we'll just have to use this to our advantage now. I think that works. Yeah, this is accidentally 3 tiles high. I didn't mean that. Everything else is 4 tiles high, but I don't know, dude. This playthrough has just become unplayable. You have to restart. Maybe it's the right thing to do. Yeah, 4 is what I've used everywhere else. Hey, can I do the research now for, This is my main goal at the moment, right? The beach chairs? What's it called again? I don't remember. The beach chair. Yeah, it's literally called beach chair. I like how when you click on it, it like dramatically zooms in on the wrong part of the base. It's like, there it is. It's the wrong eye. Okay, yeah, I think we can now get this. I should have all of the research done for environmental appreciation. My current win condition, and maybe the moment at which I will abandon this base, is gonna be when the monument is made. I would love to build this monument. I've never done that before. Okay, so I want to set up automation over here. I guess over here would do the trick. I just have to think about how I do this. Because I want to obviously make sure that this reaches as many as possible. Like as many of these things as possible. So, hold up. Actually, I think I can move this a little bit further to the left now that I think about it. Because the generator... The coal generator, I think it's 3 wide. So, this should be within range. That's also within range. That should be able to feed, right? I mean, I really don't need this that much. And then I can just put boxes over here. You don't think the one on the left will reach? Yeah, but I have way more coal than I have space for over here. Is the coal generator maybe only feedable from the left? Yep, I know, Nexter. It's pretty cool. So if I flip it... Oh, it's not flippable! There is a tile of importance, and that's the input tile? Okay, to make it symmetrical in that case... I will move this thing over 1 square. Just so I can... There we go. So now it should all be within range, right? The middle one is in the range? Or does it have to be the one on the left? I don't know what the tile of importance is. But I'm assuming if it's in the middle, it'll do. It has to be the left tile? Ay, ay, ay. The sweeper can feed it if the coal generator is in the middle tile within the sweeper range. Ooh, we have an argument. Is it the middle tile? Is it the leftmost tile? It's from the middle. When you use the building menu, you will see that you drag the building around from that tile. That's how you determine which tile needs to be fed. That's so funny. All right, I see. Little battery. Heavy watt wire. Oh. Pain. I'll just do it over here. There we go. Yeah, so the storage for the coal is going to be in the middle. That's the whole idea. So I will run a bridge over here. There we go. A little bridge. And then a... Yep, there we go. That should do the trick. Is this reachable? No, of course not. That would make way too much sense. And then I'll put a bunch of containers in this space as well that we can just use for coal storage. There we go. I could even fit one more over here. Does that work? I don't know if the auto sweeper can go through. No, I don't need this anyway. I don't have enough for like 5 entire ones. If you put the joint plate closer to the floor, you'll have less decor penalty. I'm not really concerned about that. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to build some statues in this place too, because they do pass through this quite frequently, it seems. I'm making this way too complicated. That's the loco way, no? The loco way is to make things overly complex. Why do things the easy way when you could make them the hard way instead? Look, I have issues, okay? Leave me be. Okay. So these are set up to 2090, and then that one is going to be set up a little bit differently. These need to be set up to be taking coal. At the maximum priority. No, like priority 7. And then these can do the same things. What am I doing? I'm setting up a backup power room. So in case I run out, I think I'm going to be able to run it all like this. So the idea behind this is that basically I can still have power in my base, even if I don't have natural gas. Now at the moment, I don't actually have any coal generation. It's just that I've already got 300 tons of it. Maybe I've got very small amounts of it. I do have some hatches at the moment, but just not enough. I wanted to start up some hatch farming again, mostly for the meat. But it might not be a bad idea to... So my leeway is mostly in the gas reservoirs. That's where my leeway is. So these are going to be at a threshold of like lower than the other setup. So this is all going to be connected together, but it shouldn't be fed. Yeah, I feel like it's a good idea. I mean, I have all of the coal, so I may as well, right? So this is just kind of slow going, but I guess you can make more of this if you want to. It's okay. Can deconstruct that one. Honestly, pretty pleased with how this is all coming along, guys. Research is happening. I need to start emptying this thing. Way too much junk over here. My main concern, though, is that this place is going to fill up, but I guess it's fine. I have a lot of mixed liquids over here, which I don't really love. I do have an oil... Yeah, I have oil over here. So there's some oil lakes, and I know there's some oil reservoirs as well. I don't really understand how they work, but I believe that this is like the long-term solution. Okay, here's my spaceship at the moment. We have a lot of stuff over here that I would love to be swept up. As a matter of fact, let's do a giant sweep of the base. We have a lot of items that are just sort of laying around. I would love to have everything brought home. Haven't done a proper sweep in a bit. It's pretty tidy though, as it is. Do you guys know that some people sweep their actual homes in real life too? Isn't that crazy? Obviously, the one that I don't want to be sweeping is this tile. Because that would make things a little bit messy. Okay, so I wanted to swap out this middle section over here, because currently my spaceship can't use carbon dioxide because it's too big. Supposedly, though, I can swap out the gas cargo canister. And then it should be fine again. It does mean, though, that I want to cut off oxygen over here. We don't want to have any oxygen over here. Let's cut that off. And then I want to pump all of the oxygen out of this gas canister into, like, this thing. Oh, so this is brand new. Ah, so we can build an actual room inside of a spaceship here. Okay. So the first order of business is making that gas output. Is it gas output or is gas to be drawn from the rocket storage? Yes. So I want gas drawn out of the stuff and then into like a gas canister or something along those lines. Mostly just because I would like to just not waste all the oxygen. So under ventilation, or what is it? Storage? Gas reservoir? Oh my god, it's so freaking big. Should I just waste all this oxygen? I probably should, but I'm not going to because I'm dumb. Actually, I want to make this out of airflow tiles. I mean, this is going to be oxygen, though, for days. And with days, I mean, like, literally days. Like, I could probably run the base off of, or, like, the spaceship off of this forever. This is kind of fun, actually. I remember trying to do something with spaceships way back in the day. And it was terrible, but not a problem anymore these days, it seems. So I want to just set this up, and we need to get a little ladder up here. There we go. A little ladder. And then we should be able to use this as an output and then pump all of the oxygen into the tank. And I think I want to run like a little output over here with a gas vent right over here, so we always have oxygen in the base. I feel like that's a good idea, right? So once that's done, we can swap out the middle module with a battery module. And we should be good. I would need a bed. I'm guessing like a ladder bed might actually be fine. I've never really used ladder beds before, but I've always, like, visually liked the look of them, even though the dupes hate them. Let's give it a shot. I've always liked the visual look of these, but I think it's a debuff. Yeah, I could just use algae or oxalite or whatever here. But I already have all this oxygen, guys. I feel like this is like something a lot of people don't care about. But I have 3,600 kilograms of oxygen right there. That should run this off of a long time. And I just built like a mini tiny spaceship and still had enough room to spare over there, but I don't know. Battery module would work if you also have a solar module or if you're running in the wheel inside with electrical... So wait, the module for solar is a separate module? So maybe carbon dioxide is just not gonna do the trick. Alright, we'll give it a shot, I don't know. Maybe I don't even need the battery module. Okay, what else did I need in here? I need a fridge. I need a fridge. I'm not gonna worry about rooms for now. I need a storage bin. Right over here. That's gonna be for the radiation pills. Yeah, but I'm not gonna waste the 3,600 gas without reason. I know I can, but I'm not going to. If I need the space, I will remove the thing. Toilet, probably not a bad idea. I guess we go back to wash basins and all that too, right? Actually, maybe wash basin is overrated. Just spread your filthy germs all over the place. I'm not gonna be able to run plumbing. No. So we go back to good old outhouse. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should put it over there. I think that works a little bit better. I don't know if you can poop outside of the airlock. There is a space toilet? Pulls power from the battery modules? Oh, that's fun. I didn't realize that that is a thing. So that's where the battery is coming in, I guess. There's a thing called a rocket toilet? Oh. Wall toilet? Gives duplicants a place to relieve themselves, empties directly on the other side of the wall. I love that. Does this still require anything though? I'm assuming this will still require some form of like liquid, right? Like how am I gonna plumb this? Wall toilet. You can just store water in the pipes? Okay, so I would like to have a radiation pill. And I would like to have pickled mules. Yeah, just fill those two up, please. I'm gonna leave poop all over the place, dude. I have no shame. I don't know how long, like, if I were to run a hamster wheel, I don't know if it's gonna work, but... So this is still gonna require power. It's a little bit annoying. I can just run a hamster wheel, I suppose. We'll run a temporary battery. I wonder if you can power... I wonder if you can power an outside battery with a hamster wheel on the inside. I have the battery module, I do, but I currently can't put it down because I need to replace my oxygen module. So I first off have to fill this gas reservoir. Because I think if I replace it, the oxygen will go into space. Wait, this thing isn't working. It's a wait, what is it missing a tile? What's it missing? Oh, I've never used this before. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe it needs to be stuck on the floor? No, I thought the purpose of this is that you could stack them. But maybe it needs to have like one free tile underneath. Okay, we'll just switch to a cot. They would prefer sleeping on the floor than over there, apparently. Who knows? Okay, and then obviously we need the research station. Wait, you can move this? No, I don't think you can move this. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe if you destroy it? Oh, you can destroy it. Sick. I was gonna place it somewhere else. Smack that in the middle was a little annoying. Okay, so the gas vent overpressure already. Gas reservoir is a little large. Actually, I need to delete the wire too, now that I'm thinking about it. God, this is highly inefficient. But also fun, so you know. Are you gonna... Okay, Rogaldorn got his pickled mules. This is a new torture chamber. It's slightly less torturous than the previous one, okay? Give me a break. Okay, maybe just... Okay, well... There's a 100% chance to summon Nurgle in this place. That's a good thing, right? Nurgle is a lovely guy, okay? Many people just misunderstand. Really? Buddy. Ah, Rogaldorn. What are you doing? Brother, what are you... Oh. Okay, I'll just let him be. You can go figure it out, man. Hey, what's good on defense? Hey, look, I just thought I would go to sleep here. We're sleeping together? I didn't know. Do I need to go tell Loran, or... It's a sleepover at Loco stream. Oh my. Sleeping around while you're... She is pregnant, yeah. Look, we recently had a celebrity in the Netherlands who, in 1 year time, managed to get 3 kids with 3 different, like, women. And none of them knew of each other. Which you know, it's an absolute scumbag thing to do, but it's impressive too, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, how in the world did you manage to pull that off? Like, you had 3 women that were all pregnant, and none of them knew that, like, that's crazy. Oh, he's very popular, actually. No, he is popular. Yeah, no, he is popular. Absolute scumbag, but still. Oh, you guys are respecting this a little too much, man. I don't know. This was a few years ago. One of them is still unknown, apparently. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can we please now start removing some of the junk here? Because I hate the junk. The whole premise of this whole setup is to make it all tidier. And the junk is not making it more tidy. Okay. Dude, I really love the little sweepies. Supposedly they're terrible and all that, but I really like Sweepy. What's up, Brusik? I think this is a good way to make Sweepies actually worthwhile. You can give them hats? No way. I can change the way Sweepy looks? Wait, what's this? I can give them a Mule Eyes hat? Oh, we hit level 85 strength in RuneScape in the meantime, by the way. Level 85 strength on the ultimate armament. We'll switch to attack. Very nice. Sweepy, I got you something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but... Displayed object? Awaiting delivery. Okay, I think you guys all get the same hat, so we can kind of see what you're doing. I think that's the idea anyways. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to kick my, my foot stand. Actually, we could also burn this. Yo, this is also a great idea for excess electricity. I should just set up a smart battery over here and make this burn first. That's a great idea. What happened here? No! Oh. I did not delete that. Oh. The stupid overpressure mechanic. Ay, ay, ay. I've specifically built this out of granite, but it's still not good enough? Man. This has happened to me before, and it was the absolute worst. I lost 2 entire, no, I think like 3 entire settlements to this. Come on, man. What a dumb mechanic, seriously. Material does matter for overpressure, is what it says in the freaking description. My dupes have not been very stressed. Maybe I can still sort of shield it off. My god. Why is this such an annoying mechanic? Like, who thinks this is a fun thing to add to the game? Seriously, because it's so difficult to clean water. Like, I know you can build the chlorine room and yada yada yada, but it's like, it takes a lot of steps. Whereas this is a very like, I don't even know what I did wrong now. It's a very easy mistake to make. Okay, I think I'm still in time though. I mean, there is gonna be food poisoning in the water. That is not something that I was trying to avoid anyways. But I need to make sure that the water is blue before it goes through here. I guess maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it isn't really an issue, yeah. Yeah, but overpressuring is just a weird mechanic in general, because I keep losing bases to it. Maybe I just played a game wrong, I don't know, dude. But I have lost many bases now to overpressuring, when the game doesn't even seem to really consider it a core mechanic, you know? Like, it's just kind of, it exists, but catches me off guard every time. Food poisoned water going for plants? That's okay, that's not a problem. No, this is a problem. It's just so silly, man, the way that it works. I don't know. Yeah, but airflow tiles are really ugly. Like, building your base out of airflow tiles looks really ugly. I know it's technically the solution, but it just, I don't know, I don't like it. Maybe that's what I should be doing, though. I thought building it out of granite was gonna be the solution. Anyhow, I think we caught it in time. Yeah, I understand I can build my water basin out of it, but I thought that this, like, granite seems to have very high properties, but apparently it's still not good enough. I would like to set up some extra burnage for this particular gas right over here. So maybe I can set that up over here too. That would be nice. So we need... we need some more hydrogen generators. I'm actually going to delete this one. We need some more hydrogen generators. I'll just do like 2 of them. They're actually 4 wide. Actually, let's do it like this. How big are these actually? These are actually still a little bit bigger, aren't they? These are very large. Okay. Is that gonna fit? No. Okay. So, battery. Gas reservoir. Hydrogen generator. There we go. Same idea. Heavy watt wire. Smack that through all of these things. There we go. And then this battery is going to be set to a slightly lower threshold. So it will burn at top priority. Oh. You're not even connected. Okay. And then we just need some hydrogen over here going across. So we burn off the excess amount. Now, we first off need to empty these pipes right over here. But then I think at some point I can probably just run off of single pipe. So if we were to imagine how that works, we would run the input over here. The input is going to go down south. Like so. Is this also still hydrogen? What is inside of these things? What's inside of you? What is inside of you? I don't understand how I can't figure out what's inside of it. Hydrogen gas. Yeah, we have even more hydrogen over here too. Okay, cool. So we can use this as well as an input. I could try the true tile mod. That would make it less ugly. Okay, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. Some of the game's mechanics are just a little bit wonky. It's annoying, Joseph, but it's not the end of the world. If I were to design the game, I wouldn't design it like that, but... There's a skeleton inside of me and I hate it? No! There's a skeleton inside of our bodies? What? This does not seem correct. Did you know your skeleton is wet? Like, I always thought that bones were dry, you know? Because that's how we, like... If we, like, eat meat or whatever, that's how the bones turn out after cooking. But it's actually wet. They're like, you know, they're moist. You're welcome. You actually have an exoskeleton like a Zerg? Oh. Okay, well then in that case, I don't know. You have a skeleton that wants to get out? I don't think that's true. No. I don't think that's correct. You hatched from a larva? Really? No, you guys are special. Juicy Bones was your nickname in college? Really? Impressive. There's a little bit of oxygen in this tank. Not what I wanted. I don't even know how. Probably Loco from the past. Ha! That Loco from the past guy. What an idiot. Think we can all agree with that. You can be priority 6. Maybe I should set up infinite coal storage, dude. That's what I should do. Why am I doing it like this? That is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Yeah, I could then also fit another coal generator. But the problem is then I have 3 and it's not gonna be symmetrical, Barnacle. I mean, kind of, but it then, you know, I need 3. No, we're not gonna bother with another generator. Until I redo it at some point in the future. And I'll make fun of Loco from the past. To be fair, though, logo from the past. Pretty dumb guy. Seriously, what was he thinking? Oh, I can't even do that. Wait. Because of the wire... Man, I am making this so much harder than it needs to be. Honestly, impressive. Not a lot of people do this. Genuinely, man. But it's gonna be symmetrical, yes. Yeah. Oh, I like that the auto sweeper is actually delivering the materials for building. That's funny. I'm hoping I'm doing this correctly, but I think I am. So, in my estimation, hydrogen is going to be used up first, then all of this stuff, and then coal as like a last-ditch effort. Sweep only. Hey, what's going on, Space Walker? Welcome. Now, if you set it up to sweep only, it should not be automatically swept by the... Oh, maybe. Oh, auto sweeper is also sweeping. Sweeper, no auto sweeping, but only when I want you to. Wrong element damage? I had a tiny little bit of oxygen in this this pipe. I think it's fine. We had some problems, a little bit of we have issues, okay? This may not come to a surprise of anyone here, but I have issues. Wait, no, this is wrong. This one is supposed to be 10. And this one is supposed to be 20. There we go. Although, I'm actually completely out of natural gas. No way, dude. Ugh. Pain. Or as they say in France. Huh? I think that's what they say in France. Who knows what they say in France? Huh? Huh? Am I doing it correctly? Huh? Okay. In France, they make Minecraft villager noises. True. Correct. Wait, who's stressed out? Oh, Perturabo, are you still stressed? Perturabo, why are you stressed now? I can't find you, it's okay. Hey, by the way, did I complete the job that I wanted to do? Did I do the thing that I was trying to do? Beach chairs, dude! Duplicants can relax by lounging in sunlight. I mean, fake sunlight, but still. Oh my god. We can fit so many. Okay, maybe that's a little excessive. I can't really see. Hell yeah, we can all sun together, or bathe? Sunbathe together? I don't know how it works. Doesn't matter. Wait, does this require power? You know what? I didn't consider that. Do I need to have light? Oh. The lamp and ceiling light produce a decent amount of light when powered? Wait, I'm supposed to put lights? It's so dumb. Okay. Look, I love it, but also it's genuinely silly. I wonder if I can, like... Gives off sunlight level lux. Can be paired with beach chairs. Yeah. Dude, I don't even have glass. Oh, no. Okay, for now, they will merely be aesthetic. They will merely be aesthetic for the time being. We don't care about any of it else. Okay, okay. Continue research, please. Yo. Metal block? Marble block. Portrait canvas. Pixel pack. Monument. Yes. I'm assuming this monument is going to be really expensive. Anyhow. Did we empty the... Yo, it's not full. Why is it not full? We're doing so many different projects at the same time. Game is doing its thing, though, where it's becoming unnecessarily laggy. I don't know why. I know I can change the frequency of autosaves, but I can feel that the game is dropping its smoothness, which is annoying. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out this module over here. It's okay. Yeah, it's emptying out into the cabin, but I would still imagine that this thing is gonna be full. I don't quite understand why it's not. It's a bit weird how it's not full. It says that this thing has no power? Why does it not have power? It's connected. Oh, it's not connected. I think this game suffers from the same problem that StarCraft 2 suffers from, in the sense that it's just a single core game. And, yeah, it is what it is. When I get a new computer at some point in the future, I will definitely aim to get a better single-core powered type of machine. It is multi-core? Wait, really? It's just a lot happening in the background? No way. There's not a lot happening in the background. If it is a lot of stuff happening, like, my computer should be more than powerful enough then. There's a lot of math happening? Yeah. Is that what the developers tell folks? I understand there's a lot of simulations that need to be run, right, for, like, everything happening. But there are a lot of very smooth games out there. And, like, if there's one thing that computers are really good at, it's, like, calculating stuff. If you look at a game like, what is the simulator, the factory building game called again? The factory builder with the space travel. That game runs so nicely. Never had any hiccups. Dyson Sphere, yes. The Dyson Sphere program? It runs really nicely. That's a shame, though. Like, I understand that there's a lot of calculations going on, but... Ooh, I have polluted dirt, apparently. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big problem, but... I'm just saying it would be nice if, like, more games were more optimized, I guess. I understand that that is really difficult and all that, but... Like, if you run a base with, like, 30 duplicants, and you're at cycle 500 plus, I think the game will just not run most of the time. Like, it will just halt, like, slow down to a trickle. And that's probably one of the reasons why they actually made the spaced out DLC, just to make the asteroids smaller, because you then have less issues to work with. Like, there's just less stuff. Dang, I've never seen this before. The data analysis research. I don't really know anything about game development though, so obviously it's easy for me to say stuff, but I do think like it's quite common though in the gaming industry for projects to start off as this really nice idea and then over time the projects grow, but it's never really been, you know, set up to be holding all of that sort of stuff. It just gets a bit messy. I know it's hard though to do like proper multi-coring and all that. Yeah, exactly. Like the scope gets bigger. And then at some point, it just doesn't really run off of the same stuff anymore. You just received an email from Games Workshop that they're raising prices by 4% across the board? Nice. Make the plastic more expensive, please. Pricing update. I got the same email. From October 6th, some prices on the Warhammer store will be changing. Prices will rise on average by 4%. Wow. To be fair though, it was always a very cheap thing before, you know? Like everybody always... It's always been a steal, so... Anytime you buy something from Warhammer, you just kind of feel like you're robbing them. So, you know, I guess it's fair that they decided to increase the prices a little bit. I'm sure Reddit will be taking this very well. I'm looking forward to going up to the Reddit later today. It's gonna take a while, but there's a lot of very upset gamers out there. To be fair, there are a lot of good, like, competitors now as well, though. And obviously, it is just straight up corporate greed, right? Like, it's... no surprise there. Okay. No way, X-Nil. For real? Yikes. Yeah, but obviously third-party sales places are also just going to, you know, increase their rates again. How much plastic do I have, by the way? 24 tons! Yo, is that enough for me to start upgrading some of my big boy ladders? I think so. The big boy ladders are quicker. How much is this? How much does that cost? 22? Okay. Yo, we are becoming plastic ladder mains. Very good. I'm like Games Workshop. Dude, I was reading. So I think in like the next few weeks, Apple is going to be announcing their new phones for 2025, right? And one of the phones that has been leaked is, it's like called the iPhone Air. It's very likely what they will be calling it. And effectively, it's like a very thin phone. So it's extremely thin. It's a new design, but obviously it's also a smaller battery. And I saw on Reddit the other day that like a lot of people on /r/Apple believe that this is going to be a failed product. Because all you would ever want is like a thicker phone with more battery. And I have seen this time and time again where like on Reddit, there's a lot of folks that believe that they are smarter than the research of these like multi-billion-dollar companies. There is no way that like a thin iPhone with a slightly smaller battery isn't gonna sell like absolute hotcakes. It is probably gonna be positioned between like the Pro models and then the regular models. So it's probably gonna be like one of those, okay, it's gonna be slightly worse than the Pros, but better than the regular ones. It's gonna sell like crazy, man. I can already see how it's gonna sell like crazy, but people on Reddit seem to be convinced it won't. You do have to definitely take Reddit with a grain of salt, yeah. If they price it to be reasonable, it'll sell really well. Yup. Like, how many years has it been since they've done, like, a redesign of an iPhone? It's so boring. It's such a boring product. Anyways. Reddit is funny like that. Well, reasonably priced for Apple products. Sure. Oh my god, I love these! Ah, those are so fun. So only the one on the right seems to have a little bit of a... Yeah, only the rightmost one has a crab on it, and the leftmost one is the... Aww. This looks nice. Dude, Apple prices are... Like, now that all of the GPU price hikes have happened, right? Apple prices are surprisingly reasonable now. Maybe not so much for the phones. I don't really know exactly about, you know, that sort of thing, but... It's so silly, like... The fact that graphics cards are just... Like, the good ones start at like 800 bucks or whatever is just nuts, man. Just because everything else has increased a lot in price. It's not even that insane anymore. Which is pretty crazy all on its own. Yeah, 1080 Ti is still pretty good, man. I had a 1080 Ti before this one, and it's, you know, it's not a bad product. I do need to get a new phone at some point in the near future, because my current phone is just kind of dying all the time. I noticed this especially at the EWC. Like, obviously, most of the time I'm at home, right? So I'm pretty close to a charger. But when I have to go somewhere where, like, I actually need my phone to last all day, it doesn't work. It does not last. So I got a power bank thinking it was going to be great, and then I found out on my power bank, which I had already had as well for like 5 years, I found out my power bank was no longer charging, but I found that out while I was already there. So I was that guy borrowing a power bank from everybody else, or like the cable from everybody else. And obviously I have like an older iPhone that's still using the lightning cable, and nobody has the phones that need lightning cables anymore generally. Yeah, I think the battery is just kind of dead. Loco is that guy. I turned into that guy. I didn't want to be that guy, but... Yo, I really like the way that these plastic ladders look. They're actually a little bit quicker too, right? Which is nice. I don't know exactly what iPhone I have. It's not even super old. I think it's maybe 4 years? I mean, that's pretty good for a phone, I guess. But it doesn't, like, it feels fine. It's just the battery that's kind of messed up. No, it's not USB-C. I think it's the one 2 years before the USB-C ones. Yeah, probably like 13. I think 13. That sounds about right. Coal? I only have 282 tons of it. Let's go. More coal! You can replace the battery? Yeah. Well, it's also just that, like, phones over the years have become, across the board, at least in my mind, kind of uninteresting. Like, you know, like how for years it was like, okay, every year there's like a noticeable improvement, but then these days it's like, okay, we have a slightly better camera. Wow. Like, okay, I can show you the germ screen with all of the toxicities and stuff going, but don't make fun of me, Phoenix. Promise me you don't make fun of me, okay? Nowhere is really that safe. Interestingly enough, the bottom of the base is fine. I guess that's because of the clean oxygen, huh? I should probably get some clean oxygen up here, too. You guys said you weren't gonna be making fun of me! Well, you didn't agree. I just showed you it, I suppose. Yeah, I have very little space. I don't have a lot of real estate, which is a bit of an issue. Point and laugh, everybody? No! I could do Wheezeworts? Should I put a Wheezewort over here at the top of the stairs? Okay. I have very little space. Like, I've built the rooms as tight as I can. So I don't really have an easy spot where I can put them. Oh, dude, I just realized that not everybody has a chair to eat. Like, you don't eat the chairs, but they don't have a mess table. No, I need a plant, right? Like a planter box? This planter box will do the trick. It's also gonna cool the place down a little bit. Probably not a big problem. How hot is it? 24 degrees? Oh, dude, my base is really good. What a base. I believe this is what the kids call based. Do we have a lot of germs over here too? No. 0 Germans in my room over there right now. That's good. Wouldn't want those. Actually, I kind of want to run it like so. Is that possible? Zero. The door screen is what's letting all the slime lung in.
This is what the kids call nice.
Hey, Jade! Nice! That's a casual 69-month resub. Maybe I should change this one up. Yeah. I will make this an airlock. I already put a deodorizer over here, but it doesn't really... I guess for killing the other stuff I can, yeah. I only want Conrad Kurtz to be able to go outside of the base though without a spacesuit on. He doesn't go too far usually. He's too busy cooking. So... Wait, no. Oh, it's the exact opposite way around. I'm dumb. Why did I say that earlier? So Conrad can go over here, nobody else. Everybody else can go over here except for Conrad. I don't really remember how I set this up last time around. But the idea is that they can deliver vegetables. Who's this? Who is this? There's a 12th person in my base. Where did the 12th person come from? What? Who are you? Who is this? I need you to go commit Sudoku. What? One of my guys just snuck in. Did I click the wrong button? 4 cycles ago. You bought her on the last printer, Loco? This has to be Alfarius. Alfarius works in mysterious ways. We are all Alfarius. Where did he come from? That's crazy. Excavation and machinery. Okay. Do you have anything terrible? I did not mean to add him, but... Alfarius is the guy with blue hair. I see. I see. Can't say I'm surprised. All right, well now we're maxed. Now we're maxed. Yeah, Alfarius, please go ahead and do some running over there because we need it. You know what? I'm actually gonna change some of this up. I would like to have a planter box over here too. Why is this not being made? And then a Weezwort. Why are the fridges not connected to power? This is the fridges that actually matter. So the stuff over here from the kitchen is automatically being brought across. So these are the fridges that should have all the food in it, which it currently does not seem to have. Why does it not? What's inside of this freaking fridge? Lettuce? Where the hell are we getting lettuce from? Am I not making pickled meals? I am. Lettuce attack. I don't quite understand why he's not doing a thing. Maybe with this many dupes, you actually need more. Oh, you know what happened? They're putting it in the ship. You don't get to own that much freaking pickled meat, bro. Too much freaking... They're putting it all on the ship. For some reason, I also have none over here, which is a big problem. Maybe send some more. Hey, Alfarius, what's up, dude? Yeah, go take some of that food. Okay. Okay. Yo, what's up, Andy? Andy HD. Yeah, okay, so maybe it'll work a little bit better now. I don't have a ton of calories, actually, which is a bit of a conundrum. How about that word? That's a word I never use. Let's get some more. Word of the day. Conundrum. Conundrum. I'm gonna run out of dirt. I think this run is probably gonna end before that point. How much dirt do I have, you think? Maybe I don't have enough dirt. 36 and 33 tons is not a lot. I have a lot of polluted dirt. Which I guess I can go ahead and maybe... Yeah, there are some bottlenecks. Like, there is some potential that I'm gonna run out. A little bit problematic. Honestly, though, I'm already considering this run a success as it is. It's been a really fun one, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm at the tail end of the playthrough. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit too much junk over here. You've been enjoying watching me succeed more than watching me fail? Ah. That's a big compliment, right? I think, maybe? Anyways, I'm gonna take it as one. What an abomination. No, this base has been good. I feel like this base is actually nice. I'm sure there's people that have made way better bases than this, and like I'm sure there's loads of opportunities for improvement and yada yada yada, but this has been pretty nice. Oh, I just realized that this is why it's not working. I'm dumb. I didn't realize that was this dumb. It has character? Okay, that's not what I was aiming for, Pepperjack. It has character. It's unique. It's cute. It's interesting. That moment when she says it's cute. Not good. Not good. As long as it works, it's good. No, that's not what we're going for. I've done a lot of deleting. I feel like deleting stuff has become absolute key in my runs in this game. It makes me at the very least not hate the base. I feel like things are moving around very slowly now. Why is everything so slow now? No more printing.
Loco, how many kids until you're at max supply?
Let's do one for now, Bat. Let's do one for now, man. Thank you very much, but I don't think we need to, I think one will do the trick. Thank you very much for the $2. Okay. This is now done. I'm not even gonna look at the tank anymore. We're gonna swap out this module for a battery module. Battery module should be slightly smaller. Yeah, so its height is smaller. That's good. Although currently my height is at an 11 out of 10. Wait a second. How is it at an 11 out of 10? 1, 2, 5. How is it an 11 out of 10? Is this thing 5 high? No, this one's 4. This one's 4. I was gonna replace this with a battery, but that would take me up to 10 out of 10. Am I crazy? Because this is gonna reduce it by 1 if I replace it with a battery, but then it still needs to have a nose cone. Maybe it just like... Maybe it's saying if I add this thing, it's gonna be 11 out of 10? So this thing is 2 high. Oh, I thought this was gonna be 1 high. So I think if I replace this... and then we add the nose cone... I think that might be enough. I don't have an insulator, though. I have no idea what insulator is. Insulator. What is this?
I'm here for the boomer gathering.
Hey, strategist, thank you for the 99 months. How do you do, fellow boomer? I need a refined carbon? How do I make a refined carbon? I take coal and I burn it? What do I burn it in? I have a lot of coal. Oh, I can make a kiln. A kiln. A kiln. Easy. Easy. Thank you very much for the 99, man. That's a long time. Coming up on a 100. Okay. I think this is gonna be enough. So we're already refining some of it, and I think that'll be all we need. I hope. I do have to make sure we get some more critters going here as well. Hey, where did my stone one go? No way we're cracking that egg. No way. No, we're not. Where did the stone hatch go? Where did the stone hatch go? Did you guys kick it out? No. That was a stone hatch. I saw the egg. Do you think it died? No. Oh, for some reason, these are not set up over here. Critter pickup, critter drop off. They're happy? Yeah. Maybe the stone hatches eat something, though, that these guys can't eat? Ah, that might be a problem. I don't know what the issue would be, though. Do they? No, I think they all eat sedimentary rock. Stonehenge went to England. Maybe it died? I have 4 Stonehenge eggs. What the heck? Stonehenge eggs. Yeah, but where are the eggs? Maybe I should just, like, hatch them and then pick them up over here. I should wait for Easter. It's a good idea. I can add an incubator. These do take a lot of power. I don't think this is gonna run well. I just keep adding stuff to it, and then at some point, it might die. That's my current strategy. It's not a very good strat. Don't recommend it. I should definitely be sweeping these things, by the way, to the other side of the sweeper. So it goes automatically to the coal farm. Yeah, a lot of these things are only really cycled on for very short durations, right? So it's not really much of an issue. Alfarius does not have a bed to sleep on? Wait, what's going on there? I don't know what's going on there. Don't care. No, I have a bed. She's probably just derping. Alvarius works in mysterious ways. So where are we storing all of the stuff from these sweepers? Like, how something's going wrong here. All of this stuff is being brought up here and then dropped down over here. Yes. These are not really necessary. Oh, this is where my Stonehenge eggs are. We don't need this anymore. We also don't really need this anymore. So I have a lot of muck root. What do I do with muck root? Can I cook this into something? A seedless fruit with a bland aftertaste. Okay, not a whole lot I can do with it. But I guess we may as well store it. So I would like the muck root to be storable over here too. Just because we can. Muck root. I also have a lot of sleet wheat. We have some nutrient bars. Sounds delicious. Nutrient. There we go. It holds indefinitely, so it's good space food. I see. What about swamp heart or swamp chart heart? Swamp chart heart. Also just feed it. Okay. So we can just store those as well inside of these fridges. That would probably make all of this a little bit better. So I don't want to be storing the swamp heart over here. I don't want to be storing the nutrient bars over here. I don't want to be storing the muck root over here. So where is all my mule lice? Where did all of it go? Do I have any of it? No. We are out of mule lice. Even though I seem to have so much of it, I don't have enough. I feel like having a backbone of mule lice at this stage in the game might be terrible. I thought this was gonna be okay, though. Oh, geez. This is also filling up right over here, which I really don't want. I have too much water over here. What a strange issue. Okay, we need to make this bigger again. No one's harvesting it? Is that the problem? I don't know where all my jubes are all day. Like, I have 12 jubes, but it feels like I have none. I have dedicated farmers, don't I? What are they all doing all day? Maybe I don't have a dedicated farmer set up anymore? Oh, something is off here for farming. Angerald's agriculture skill is at 23, but he's not doing any of it. Ah, that's the problem. Okay. Angron, go farm. I don't know how that happened, but Angron is known for his phenomenal farming skills. Yeah, we have a dedicated farmer now. That's what I just did. I guess we'll start making some of the pit over here out of that. As much as I hate it. Am I gonna start making fertilizer? So I spent less dirt? I don't even know how. Hold up, let me do the nose cone first. We have so many little things going on. Nose cone. Okay. This should be working, right? What are my guys doing all day? I actually have no idea. What are you guys doing over here? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys are all going over here to pick up food? What are you guys doing? They're all going over here to pick up food because this is where it's being delivered. We have enough food over here, okay? You guys aren't gonna be stealing it anymore. You can enable grounded on the pilot station. Buildings with their access restricted cannot be operated while grounded, though they can still be filled. Ah, yes, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, I was growing fancier food not too long ago. Hey, there's the battery module added into the mix. I was growing fancier food not too long ago. But then stuff went wrong. Is this Angron? Yes, Angron is going at it again. Good. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on the amount of food that I have. Oh. Of course it's Fulgrim Jr., no surprise there. I think that's what they're doing all day, man. They're wasting a lot of time going up and down the stairs. Okay, so that's all the meal lice getting harvested, and then all of the meal lice should be turned into pickles. If you're a duplicate in my base, I hope you like pickles, because it's basically 80% of our diet. I was gonna switch over to barbecue, which is what I was setting up, and then it never happened. So this right over here should be swapped out. This should be brought on over here. Which is a long ways away. Can I even fit that over here? Is that possible? Can I like put one of these things down and then run a conveyor rail behind it? Yeah. Does that work? I think so. It looks like it works. So this is the hedges over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sometimes I feel like it on purpose just goes off of the path you're trying to draw. Yo, what's going on, sysadmin? For the game night, what about you let me play this base? No, this base doesn't need any input, dude. It's already flawless. It's already literally perfect. Has the poll, by the way, on the Discord gotten to any decisive conclusion? Can we actually run this one to the bottom? The Patreon group chat. The Patreon group chat always has a lot of yapping going on. I started a poll this morning to talk about what game we're going to be playing during the arcade night, which we're going to be doing in a little bit. And I put about a dozen options on there, but every time I run a poll, there is always... Oh, it looks like Party Animals. Party Animals is one. Just barely. There's never like a decisive... You know, like usually at the beginning of the month, I like run a poll to see what day people are available most of the time, right? So like 40 arcade night. Usually is once a month. So I run a poll for like the different Saturdays usually. And every time that I run the poll, it becomes... It basically turns into an exact even split. I did just now, Belly. It's always like a full even split. There's never like any decisive... So, yeah, democracy doesn't work. That's what I've learned. Party Animals, it is. Just so everybody has a little bit of time to download it. These are pretty small games. I'm hoping everybody can download that in time. I don't know. Does anybody still have shitty internet? I don't know if any of the patrons still have shitty internet. I haven't heard anybody complain about internet in a long time. Yeah, Brusik used to have shitty internet. But no more. To be fair, you used to live in Pakistan. I guess that makes it a little bit harder. Okay, hold up. What are we doing right now, man? This is an ugly puzzle. We just give our opinion and then God Emperor Loco decides. I mean, I don't know how we could do it any differently, Gary. This is managed democracy, okay? I'm open to suggestions, though, if you have a better way of doing it. Oh, no. This one does have to stay. Okay. Okay. That should automatically bring all of the coal straight over there. You're not home today? Oh, no. This is 100% the way. It gives us the illusion of influence while firmly keeping power centralized. Exactly. That's exactly right. The Patreon group chat is basically 1984. I do a great job pretending like I do not hold all the control. Okay, my amount of calories is somewhat going... Oh, no. Oh, we need fertilizer. So I don't have a lot of dirt. I don't know how much dirt 32 tons is. Okay, it's a lot. Never mind. But I don't know if it's going to last a long time. I may have to switch over to a better food source at some point. What are my duplicants doing all day, guys? I feel like there's a lot of times that they're not doing anything. This never even got finished over here. What in the world? The real control of the Patreon chat is held by Nuke and Drone Rush. Oh. I think that's too much power for them, dude. It's gonna go to their heads before too long. Let me build a little bit of a ladder. Okay. Good. Yeah, stuff is happening. The tips window says long commutes. It always says that. It always says that. I have been trying my best to prevent that from being a problem. But I don't think you can really reliably prevent that from being an issue. Yeah, I saw there was a mod in the workshop that literally just removes the notification. Because past like cycle 100, it's pretty much unavoidable. I've actually done a pretty good job in this run, I think. Like making it... You've done the math. I run out in 44 cycles on the current amount of stuff that I have. I still have polluted dirt. I think I can turn polluted dirt into regular dirt as well. Is mud the same thing as dirt? I don't know. So I can turn dirt into sand. I can also turn algae into dirt. Starvation? What are you guys doing? You can leave, no? I think you can leave, dude. What are you guys doing? Can you not leave? Can you not run that? Oh, this over here is the problem. I got confused there. Okay. Bristle blossoms require water, right? I think that's the only difference that bristle blossoms basically do over mulewood. I can very easily switch that out. Yeah. Water and light? Okay. Yeah, those are both easy fixes at this point. Yeah, we have a lot of water in general. I have this tank that I actually am trying to figure out how to empty. Like, it's... I have too much water. So I think that probably is a thing we can sort out. All right, let's save it here. Future Loco, switch to Bristlebee. Bristlebee. Sounds like a Pokemon. Bristlebee, I choose you. Bristlebee uses Techo. It's very effective. No, I don't think water is going to be an issue. So, I should be able to run that, I think. Maybe, I don't know.